Jesus Christ, have I got some explaining to do? I really have. Welcome to episode 1 of season 5 of Let's Be Clear and Let's Clear This Up. It is still the Portsmouth save, and this is a continuation of that, and this is with Wolfsburg. I do have a lot to explain, but before we do that, let's roll the intro, shall we?
It goes POMPEY, 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 you're the team. In my
Hello there everyone and welcome to Season 5 and Episode 1 of course of Season 5 of our Foot Manager adventure, and it takes us today to Wolfsburg. Wow, I bet you guys weren't expecting this, apart from the few people behind closed doors that I've told, but I bet you guys weren't expecting this, and there's a lot I've got to explain myself for. Now, if you haven't watched the last episode of last season with Portsmouth, I would absolutely recommend it. Just a little side note after that intro, I bet you guys are wondering what on earth was going on. Unfortunately, I couldn't find anything as good as that POMPEY hymn. So it's a song that Wolfsburg fans sing, apparently called Immer nur du, which is German for always just you. So, anyone who's German in the comments, let me know what that's all about. Yeah. But, basically, after last episode of Portsmouth, which I recommend you watch, I just fell out with the board, didn't I? I mean, they said that we need 11 points out of the next 5 games, and as you guys know, the championship is so up and down, and it's unbelievable, and basically, we were pretty much going to get sacked. So, I was actively looking for jobs. There were Premier League jobs, a few that were about, but none really to our taste. It was teams coming down, really. And we went for a few Premier League jobs, didn't get them. And then I just applied for Wolfsburg, just because it was a decent job. And they finished 3rd in the Bundesliga that season. I thought, got no chance of getting it, but why not? And then they offered me a contract, and I thought, in real life, I wouldn't resist this. I couldn't resist any temptation to do this. So, we've left POMPEY. It was seriously, I'm not joking about this. I spent an hour sitting there and thinking, do I move, do I not? And I have, because I just knew I'd have got sacked from POMPEY. So, we leave POMPEY behind, which I'm absolutely gutted to do, because I was really on a mission to try and get POMPEY to the Premier League. But I'm not going to rule out return, but we have gone completely bonkers here and going to Germany first off, and Wolfsburg. So I better show you around the squad, I suppose. It's not really much more to it, to be honest. They offered me the job, and I went for it. So we made quite a few changes in the squad. So we'll look at the transfers first. We'll look at the end of the squad. Now, one of our most influential players at Portsmouth was this guy, who's now at Wolfsburg. Connor Chaplin. If you watch the Portsmouth side of things, there's no explaining how good Chaplin was. And I thought, you know what, I've got to bring one player with me. Now, McAlinden probably wouldn't be able to cope with this league. So I thought, you know what, Connor Chaplin's got to come. We have given Portsmouth £10 million for his services, just to say thank you, I suppose, for all the time we've had there, to give him a little bit of cash reward for losing their most influential player. And he's going to be playing for us here at Portsmouth, at Wolfsburg. So let's see if he can tear up German defences like he did in the Championship. That'd be absolutely awesome. We've also bought some more players that you might recognise in as well. Mesut Ozil's coming on a free transfer after his Tottenham contract has run out. Bear in mind, this is not the winter transfer update, so Ozil's contract ran out at the end of the 2018 season. He went to Tottenham, and then he's moved on a free transfer here, and he's worth 20 million, so that is a seriously good transfer. He's still 4 stars current ability, and he can play brilliant. He's a central attacking midfielder, which was something we were lacking a little bit, so I'm absolutely thrilled with that transfer. We've also brought in Daniel Sturridge from Liverpool. He hasn't moved anywhere since he played for Liverpool, but as you can see, he's had a few barren seasons. He had a good first season, but after that, he hasn't really done too well. But then you can argue he hasn't been given the chance, so he's going to really be a backup player on the bench, because we were weak in striking performance, and he's another free transfer. We've also brought in Joe Hart from Roma. I know he's 34 years of age, but we're really lacking in the goalkeeper front. So Joe Hart is a solid international who's played 85 caps. I know he's gone a bit downhill in real life, but if we look at his history, as a matter of fact, he only conceded 36 goals in those 28 games he played for West Ham. Not in real life technically, but if you look at the last few seasons, particularly last season, he's only played 14 games for Roma, yes, but he has an average rating of a 7.36. So I'm excited to work with him as our main goalkeeper. Then finally, we brought Jeff Rain Adelaide in from Arsenal. He's a youngster at Arsenal at the moment. and he's going to come to us on a free... sorry, it's not a free transfer, it's 3.4 million. As you can see, he's got seasoned experience in the Championship, and he's going to be sort of a backup player that might improve in the future on those left and right wings. And then going out, obviously, you guys don't really know the players here, but Lucas Klosterman has gone to Inter Milan for 6.5 million. He came in a few seasons ago for 6 million. As you can see, he's only played 4 games, but that's not anything to do with me. And he's moved to Inter Milan purely because he was 25 and he was 2.5 stars and he wasn't going to improve, and I thought he's just not good enough for us. So let's meet the rest of the squad, shall we? So we've obviously got Joe Hart in goal, and his backup will be Cohen Casteels, who's a Belgian player who's played for Wolfsburg for years, it seems. He's been at Hoffenheim as well, but Wolfsburg seasoned player. And then his player we are going to look to sell is the third goalkeeper, Manuel Riemann. He's only really been here a few years, came on a free from the second Bundesliga, so arguably he's not even good enough to play in this league. And he's going to be transfer list because he's not needed. We've also got Neven Subotic, who you guys might recognise from Borussia Dortmund, and maybe might if you're a seasoned fan in the Bundesliga, but he's played for Hoffenheim in game, done decently, and he's going to be a backup defender. I'm quite happy to have him at the club. A bit of a seasoned figure at the back. We've got a few other players. Felix, I don't even know how to pronounce his name. Felix Uduoche, I think. Felix Uduoche. I can't even pronounce his name. And this is going to go well. I hate doing foreign. This is the only problem with doing foreign leagues, because I can't pronounce the names for toffee. But he's 23 years old. Looks like he's played for Wolfsburg pretty much all his career after a transfer from 1860 Munich. And he looks like a good player. 3.5 stars to turn to 4 stars. Now, here's the big one. Boris Kaffenberger, who's a 19-year-old academy player for Wolfsburg. He's a regen. And at the age of 19, he's already 3.5 stars with the potential to go 5 stars. So he could seriously be A, one of our best players, or B, a massive sale for us in the future. He's already worth 4.7 million. I'm sure that value will skyrocket this season if he performs to his ability. We've also got some right backs. Main players, really. If we look at main players, we've got Yannick Gerhardt on that left back. As you can see, he's played for Wolfsburg for a long time. So again, another seasoned player for the club. We've also got Maximilian Arnold, who I want to say is the captain here. No, we haven't actually got a captain at the moment. We'll have to set that in a minute. But we've got Maximilian Arnold. He's been here all his career. And he's 27 years old, 3.5 stars in terms of ability and his potential. He's not going to improve now. But he really is a central midfielder and our strongest central midfielder on the team. We've also obviously got Mesut Ozil. And then strikers-wise, we've got Marvin Stefaniak, who's 3.5 stars and won't improve. And then we've also got Nani Damata, who was our only striker actually before coming to the club. He scored 10 goals last year. But apart from that, he hasn't done too brilliantly. Apart from that, I don't really think there's any massive players to introduce. Obviously, they'll just all get introduced as we go on. But we haven't really got much time to delve. So we've got Bazur as well, who's 24 years old. Been here since he moved from Ajax in 2016 for 10 million. And hasn't really started his career here, really, until last season when he played 25 games. But he's definitely going to get a first-team pick this season, absolutely, alongside Arnold in that midfield. So I think that's pretty much the main players to talk through. We've got Camacho as well. Ignacio Camacho, who's played for Atletico Madrid and Malaga, and he's came here, played a significant amount of games. Should be a really good option at centre-back as well. But apart from that, there's not really anybody to talk through. We've obviously got Connor Chaplin, who, goes without saying. But I think we're just going to get into this first game, which is, in fact, a DFB-Pokal game against Holstein Klel, I think that is. And basically, the DFB-Pokal is pretty much the German League Cup. And something that we're going to have to try and rectify in the Bundesliga. Bayern Munich have won it ever since 2012. We won it back in 2009, but Bayern keep winning it and winning it and winning it. And because we can't go back past wins, as you can see, we finished third last season. We finished second in the first season of this game. So hopefully we can get in that top 3 this season. The season prediction is going to be 5th place. We are also in the Champions League as a result of finishing third last year. So we're going to be in the Bundesliga, Champions League and the DFB-Pokal. We're also going to be straight into that group stage. So I'm really happy with that. So we're probably going to play the one game today against Holstein Klel just to get us into shape, really, and see how this squad works together. I haven't played any of the friendlies here, but I've been here since about the middle of July, I think. I've been here about a month now. If we look... I came here, when did I come here? The 4th of July. So pretty much just straight after we left Pompey. And unfortunately, they've lost 2 of their first games. Which is a really sad sight. And I think they're going to go downhill now, unfortunately, now that we've left. Just a few things I want to show you, by the way. Before we left, what we did, we got rid of Pittman, Wiggins, Thompson, Meyler, Close, just to name a few. Those players. Basically, Meyler wasn't happy, and he's still on a free transfer. He's not going to be good enough to play for us here. But it was a club in turmoil, really, because its captain was leaving, David Meyler, who wasn't interested in staying. And as you can see, they have sold quite a few players. James Husband's gone, Watmore, Colkett and Rossiter has gone. Players that wouldn't go under my control. But, the new manager, Kieran Westwood's doing what he wants to. Angus MacDonald is his new captain, vice-captain, which, is interesting. But it feels like all those foundations we built at Portsmouth might be broken a little bit here. But nice to see Trevor Hoare against that first-team squad. But we're going to have to leave Portsmouth behind now, unfortunately. As I said, we are more than welcome. And, well, not more than welcome, but we are more than adequate and more than happy to get back. But for the moment, we are staying at the Land of Green in Wolfsburg. Do they have a nickname? I don't think they do. But yeah, as you can see, local rivalries is Hanover. But apart from me just yapping on a bit too much, let's just get straight into the football, shall we? So, for this game, we've got Joe Hart in goal, William Kaffenberger, I'll have to learn how to pronounce his name. Udakai will go with in the centre-back position. Gerhardt on the left-back position. Arnold and Bazoa in the midfield. Rain Adelaide, Mesut Ozil and Stefaniak in the attacking positions. And of course, what would a debut be without Connor Chaplin up front? We've also put Alexander Isak in from Borussia Dortmund on a loan. He's played quite a few games Portsmouth, Dortmund in real life. And he seems like a good player. And hopefully he can do something for us, which would be very nice as a backup figure. As I say, Connor Chaplin, what team would it be without Connor Chaplin? Hopefully, he can score his first goal today, and that'd be absolutely fantastic. I've been asked a few times, by the way, down in the comments in this video and in the Chelsea videos, just, whether I should play in 3D or not. And unfortunately, I can't really, because it's a bit too laggy. If I get a better processor, etc., etc., then hopefully I can do that, but not for the moment. We've also brought Chris Morgan in as a helping hand as our assistant manager. And that should be very interesting. But this is our first game in charge, of course. It's our 198th game ever. And this is going to be very, very interesting. Will it be a huge mistake to come here to Wolfsburg? I wonder. I seriously wonder whether it'll be a big mistake. But we're going to try something different. Try not to be sacked. And who knows, go back to England maybe at some point. But I seriously think we can challenge for the Bundesliga with this team. It finished third last season. That's no fluke. It's a really good team. We've added to it with some brilliant signings, the likes of Mesut Ozil and a solid goalkeeper. All right, not in real life, but here with Joe Hart. And I am really excited to get started with this team. That's exactly what we're going to be doing today. So in terms of the channel schedule then, obviously we're going to move the Portsmouth series as it was back to a few episodes a week. It's going to be on a Monday, which is obviously today, and then Wednesday, Friday and Sunday. So really bi-daily, apart from obviously those two simultaneous days, I think, which will be obviously the Sunday and the Monday, but it might work out to be Tuesday, Thursday and Saturday. If there's a video out tomorrow on this, then it'll move to Tuesday, Thursday and Saturday, but I'm going to try and tinker with a few different things to see what works best for me. But the Conquering the Euro series is going to go daily, so I'd recommend watching that, because that's a really good series. And Chaplin has just been fouled in the box by Schmidt, and Chaplin, we're going to have to go behind the goal for this. He's going to get his first chance to score in green and white for Wolfsburg. Can he do it? Come on, son. I don't think he missed that many penalties for Portsmouth. And he's scored. Connor Chaplin gets his first goal for the Wolfsburg. Will it be his only goal? I seriously hope not. But Connor Chaplin off to a flyer here against Holstein Klel. And this is brilliant, brilliant stuff. We're going to try probably just counter-attack now, to be honest. Clear the ball to the flanks, retain possession. No need to be too wacky in our ways. Just get it sorted, really. And maybe actually control the game, because we have got the ability to do that. But Connor Chaplin's off the mark for this club. And I'll tell you what, if he gets into continental success, and I've just thought Connor Chaplin could be playing in the Champions League, that is absolutely immense. And if he performs there, I seriously think the sky's the limit for the lad. I mean, it is Euros. Is it Euros? No, it's World Cup year next year. So if he has an absolutely blinder of a season, I don't see why Chaplin shouldn't go to the World Cup, which would be absolutely tremendous for Connor Chaplin. And I know it's not meant to be the Connor Chaplin show, but you can only smile sometimes, can't you, when Chaplin does so well. But I'd like to bring McAlinden over as well, but I didn't really want it to be purely a Portsmouth squad. At the end of the day, we want to make some famous names out of the players we've got here at Wolfsburg as well. But they've got a chance the opposition have, and Joe Hart saves a very good one. It seems to be really the only save he's had to make so far this game. But he has managed to save it. We've gone to counter-attacking football. We've got the lead, really. We don't need to attack too much, but at the same time, we don't want to defend too much and let them in, really. Schindler into the box, though. We get it out quite successfully there. If that's Schwabble. Yeah, we'll go with that. Sicker to Drexler. Sicker again. Sicker to Mooling. That's the one. Gerhardt back to Hart. Gerhardt back to Hart. Blimey, that's going to be a weird one. throughout the season. But I've just thought, obviously, we haven't played in the... Wow! Hold on a minute. Shut up a minute. Oh, that's nearly a second for Connor Chaplin. It was pretty much one-on-one with the keeper there, but couldn't quite do it. He's showing a good work ethic, though, which is brilliant. Puts it in, and Ozil shoots. Oh, Ozil nearly got his first goal for the club in club competition, really. Friendlies don't count, really, do they, in this? But obviously, the last time in this save, we were in a top division with Southampton. That seems like an absolute age ago now. It was, to be fair. It's about Christmas in real life. And we got sacked. So hopefully we don't see a repeat of that. But Stephanie and Ack lose the ball. Adelaide on the wing. First thing we've really seen from him today, to be honest. Arnold's still running with the ball. Arnold, I don't quite know what he's doing. Back to Bazor. Bazor to Ozil to Stefaniak. Stefaniak back to Gerhardt. Stefaniak. Oh, he loses it. Schmidt, he gets it back there to Connor Chaplin. And again, oh, very nearly. And Connor Chaplin's going to have a few nerves, you know, being the star striker for a club like this. It's going to be pretty nerve-wracking. Sturridge might end up being the star striker, but there's not really much competition for Chaplin. But Stefaniak into the box, just off the bar. And this is getting very close to being a few goals ahead. And we deserve to be a few goals ahead, in fact. And what we are going to do, we're 60 minutes in, so we're going to give Sturridge a chance up front. Probably get injured within 2 minutes. And we are also going to bring a few more players. I'm going to take Arnold off. Pardon me. Going on Guilavogi sounds about right. He can play as a ball winning fielder. And we're also going to bring in Tep on for Adelaide, who, you know, he's made his debut today and he's probably going to be a bit nervous. Because at the end of the day, he's still a young player, 23 years of age. And hopefully, none of our players get injured now. Bazor then, anyway, now. To Guilavogi? Is it Guilavogi? Something like that. In Tep, on the wing with his first chance of the game. Puts it into the box, and that's off the bar as well. I tell you what, our wingers put some seriously good crosses in today, but they're... You just have to laugh with stories, don't you? I said, well, he might get injured within 2 minutes. I was bloody right, you know. Jesus Christ, it's been 5 minutes at most. And Daniel Sturridge is injured. I mean, you just have to laugh. At least the game's realistic to real life. 6 minutes he was on. He came on the 64th minute and went off on the 70th minute, and he's off injured. That's just class, that is. I mean, I answered some questions in the press conference about his injury record. I said, no, it'll all be fine. How was I to know that he'd get injured within 6 minutes? But out of the blue, we've had all the game, and now they're 1-1, which and they've got the goal in to draw the match, which is surprising me a little bit, in fact, because we haven't got a striker now, so they seriously might go and win this. It's a bit worrying. But they haven't got the ball. Gerhardt to Stefaniak to Bazor. We're going to have to play strikers, but hopefully one of our attacking midfielders will come up with something magical. We've got the ball back. Will we have a shot? He does have a shot. Does Guilavogi... I'm going to have to learn these names. Guilavogi, but doesn't... I don't know. I hate the Bundesliga just for this reason. I can't bloody pronounce the names. But Gerhardt to Ozil. To Guilavogi, to Ozil again. Stefaniak to Intep. He shoots. What a goal from poor Georges Intep. And that is a fantastic goal. That should be the winning goal. Apparently he was offside according to what their opposition players. But I don't care. We've got the winner. What a goal it was. What a powerful shot that was. Just about as powerful as you would see from the likes of Cal Naismith, Jordan Obita. I am seriously going to miss those lads. But what a shot from Intep. Brilliant stuff there. And hopefully some of these players, the likes of Intep, will build their names in the future as names that will be famous for this team. And famous, of course, for the channel. I'd really say our biggest player so far has probably been Connor Chaplin. That I can think of. Connor Chaplin. What about the Hensford save? Hugo Scaphorn was the classic, really. But it's not all over yet. It is over, I think, though, now. It is that we have got a goal kick here. And it is the final whistle. And Intep's stunning strike has given us the win. Maybe a bit lucky there. But we did dominate the game, but unfortunately we didn't really take the chances. But that looks, it's a little bit of a common theme. I'm having that with the Chelsea side at the moment. We're having all the games, but it's not really going well. And Jesus Christ. Sturridge is out for 3 months after playing 6 flipping minutes. Oh, blimey now. Right, players made their debuts. Well, no, Danny won't be in the first team because he's injured. Jesus Christ. Well, we're not going to leave it there for today's episode, but we might be back tomorrow or Wednesday, depending on how I feel. We'll be back for the start of the Bundesliga season. This is really just an introduction to the team and the players. But we're back tomorrow or Wednesday for that Leverkusen and Bayern Munich game. What a start to the season against Leverkusen and Bayern Munich, and what a brilliant start it could be. So if you enjoyed that, make sure to leave a like on the video. Comment any thoughts. Are you sad about us leaving Portsmouth? I seriously am. But hopefully we can move past that and go on to a new chapter here at Wolfsburg. And also subscribe for Daily Football Manager with Wolfsburg and Chelsea. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys on Tuesday or Wednesday, or maybe even early if you go and check out Conquering the Year on the channel in one of the Football Manager playlists. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.